Hi guys, welcome back to iCADTUTOR channel. This is the second training exercise in AutoCAD and we are going to draw this plan using line and arc commands. But before we start drawing this plan, I have a small request from you. Please watch the video, and if you like this video, don't forget to leave a like to support us, and I will be very happy if you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Okay, now let's see how we can draw this plan. As I said in the first training exercise, it is better to check the plan before drawing. Let me take a look at the plan. Guys, here I see that there are exterior lines and also some interior lines. I prefer to draw exterior lines first, and then I will draw the interior lines. I check the plan and see I know the lengths of the lines. So it doesn't matter how to start to draw. I prefer to start from this part and finish at the end point. Okay, now let's start drawing this plan. First, let me turn on the three important drawing aids that help us a lot. The first one, polar tracking. I use the shortcut to turn it on, press F10. The second one, object snap tracking, I turn it on by pressing F11 key. And the third one, O snap, F3. These three drawing aids help us draw plans faster and easier. Now I need to activate the line tool in order to draw this line. To activate the line tool, type L, press Enter. Specify the first point. You can see that using this polar tracking drawing aid, you can easily draw horizontal and vertical lines. These green dotted lines help us to draw horizontal and vertical lines. The length 3.8, press Enter. Now I need to draw an arc. So I have to exit the line command, press Enter or space or escape key to exit the line command. Now I need to activate the arc tool. Guys, let me explain the arc tool in detail. Also in the first part of the AutoCAD tutorial, I have taught you how to work with this arc tool. You can watch that video for more. Now I wanna draw this arc. In fact, this arc is a part of a circle, and in this case a quarter of a circle. I see that here I know the first point and the end point of the arc, and the radius and the center. I know that the distance from this center to the end point of this line is equal to the radius. Okay. Now let's see how we can draw that arc. There is a simple trick, and I will also use the AutoCAD drawing aid that I have already turned it on. Alright. Type A, press Enter. Guys, you can specify the start point of the arc, but I prefer to specify the center point. So type C, press Enter. I move the cursor to this point, the end point of the line. I move the cursor up because that's where the center point is. Enter the radius, 5. So using these drawing aids, I can easily find the center. Now I need to specify the start point of the arc. This is the start point, so I click on it. And the end point. If I didn't have these drawing aids turned on, and if I were an amateur, I would draw like this. L, enter. Draw a line of length 5 and then activate the arc tool and specify the center, start point and the end point. At the end, delete this extra line and as you can see it slows you down. Now I'll enter, I wanna draw this line, the length 23, enter. Now this angular line. Here, the second point compared to the first point is located 3.5 units on the opposite direction of x-axis. Negative 3.5, comma, 3 units up. Now the next line, The length of this line is 16.5. Press enter. Now this line 26 in this direction. Now again I need to draw an arc. Press enter to exit the command, A enter to activate the arc. The radius 5. Move the cursor to this point. Now move it to the right. Type 5. Look, I move the cursor to the right because the center is on the right. If it is on the left, I move the cursor to the left. A enter. C enter. 5 enter. The first point, the end point, L enter. 3.8. So in this way you can draw the exterior lines. Guys, as you can see, it is very easy to draw plans if you use the drawing aids. Now interior lines. This line I don't know the length of it, but I know the length here and the distances, so I can easily draw this line. Activate the line tool, L enter. I wanna draw a vertical line from this point that is 10 meters away from the start point. Move the cursor to the start point and then slightly to the right. Type 10, enter. Now vertical line. The polar tracking helps me to draw a vertical line. The length 8. So simple. Now the arc, the radius is 2.5. A enter. C enter. From here 2.5. The first point and the second. L enter. Now I can easily draw this line. I don't need to know the length. Now this arc. You can move the cursor to this point and then move it down. And the radius is equal to the previous one. Click here. The first point and the second. But I don't want this arc, I want this one. Hold down Ctrl key to draw in clockwise direction. L enter. This line. So simple. Now I wanna draw this line. L enter. The line is 8 meters below this point. 8 enter. I look and see that I don't know the length, but I know that the end point is in this direction. With the help of these drawing aids, I move the cursor to this point and move it down to this point. So this is the end point of the line. Click to finish. In this direction 1, move the cursor to the left, click. So simple. Now I wanna draw this line. L enter. It is above this point, 3 meters, enter. Now click at the end point to draw the line. Now this line, L enter. The first point, the end point is horizontally aligned with this point. Click here. So simple. The next line, from this point 7 meters to down. And the end point is vertically aligned with the point above. So move the cursor to that point. And then move it down. Click. Okay. Now this part, let me draw this line. 6.8, 3.9, L enter. From this point downward, 6.8, enter. Move the cursor to the left, 3.9, enter. So simple. Now the arc, press enter to exit the line command. A enter, C enter. From this point 1.5, enter. The first point, the second. Now L enter. From this point perpendicular to the line above. Another arc, A enter. C enter. The first point. Hold down Ctrl key to draw in clockwise direction. The end point, L enter. This line. So simple. Now this part. I wanna draw a line, L enter, from this point 2 meters down, to enter. And the end point of the line must be horizontally aligned with this point. Move the cursor to that point and then back. Click. Now this arc. Type A enter. Okay. Let me check. Here I know this distance, it is 2. And this radius is 1.5. 2 plus 1.5, 3.5. From this point, C, enter. 3.5, enter. First point, end point. Now another important trick. L, enter. I want to draw a line from this point, click, move the cursor down to this point, hold down Shift key, right click. Now select the from option. I want the endpoint of my line to be at a distance of 3 from this point. Click this point, move the cursor up, type 3, enter. So simple. Got it? So in this way you can draw similar plans. Oh, there is one part left. Let me draw this line. Okay. An important point. Guys, here if you click on this point and hold down Shift key and right click and select from and then click on this point and move the cursor down, it increases the length by 3 units. Well guys, I hope you found this video helpful. If so, please like the video and leave a comment and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more interesting videos and exercises. Thanks for watching this video. Take care. Goodbye until the next video.